Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start us off. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard. Second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
The shotgun handoff here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That is a dream start for the offense. What an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense. It works out.
BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. He gets to the 30 before stepping out. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Ouch, that is an obvious call. You cannot make contact with the quarterback after the throw. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Throws to the tight end. And the ball is picked off. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick right side of scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense adds 6 to the interception return.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. He steps out at the 21. That's where they start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Fights off a defender. They can't get him to the ground. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. And the Canes looking to run some tempo here.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I'll tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, will be watching this game and being very proud.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. As a design quarterback keeper. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. The pass caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense is still clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to return it from football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. Extra point try coming now. Attack on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll try to run it with the option. He shreds the tackle. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. Kicking team on now for the extra point. After the PAT, they trail 28-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That is the score. Ohio State 28, Miami 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. On first down, it's play action. With the catch, it's Harris. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on the football.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Quick throw, the catch is made. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Dumps it down to the back. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion. The Hurricanes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last possession, they bubbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Gets into space at the 50. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield, well spotted at the 42. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
A second down after that completion. The back's got it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made on the right side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the...
He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He got a man down the middle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Heading for the goal line, and now the ball's knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball.
Man, that one hurts, especially as you're trying to close the gap just before halftime.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver, and the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
But they got to be thinking about a touchdown here. And I know it's 4th down, but because of the hole that they've dug themselves here in this first half, you got to consider taking a chance here and putting a touchdown up on the board. I think it's worth it.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle, but forced down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
Timeout, Ohio State.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he fires the football to the right side. And it's incomplete, a last-gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Miami offense is back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, with no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
second down. They're going to throw it. Pass not complete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And he throws his third interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 20. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kicking team out for the PAT try. Convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Hurricanes offense retakes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Well, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. And for our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
He's swarmed by the defense. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to try the right side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown for the U. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to find room. It's Cook. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And they hand it off to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts it in great scoring position. The Buckeyes move into the red zone. There's the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 1. Brings up third down.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's Cook. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? He throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy. Exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 35, Miami 21.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.